Hello there, this is Alana Tuckey. I'm the lead faculty for Math 133, and I'll be your Math 133 online instructor this fall 2015. In this video, I'm going to give a quick overview of the entire syllabus, and then there will be other videos that will go into more specific detail on some of the assignments. So let me just kind of hit some of the highlights in this video. In particular, the first page and the last page, believe it or not, and then the inner portions kind of get covered by the other videos. So like I said, my name is Alana Tuckey, and I will be your instructor for this course. This course, by the way, is not only Math 133, but it's a psychology course and a computer science course, and both of those topics kind of come up in this course. So if you signed up for PSY 144, you are in the correct place, but it is Math 133. My email, as you can see, is right there. My office is on Central Campus in McDivitt Hall. I have a schedule, so you can go to that bit.ly link and see my schedule. And it changes but from semester to semester, but I definitely have office hours on campus, and I'm available during those office hours. If you want to come in and see me, that's great. I recommend it highly. Make sure that you let me know you're coming. Sometimes I have meetings or whatever, and so I need to be able to get out of the meetings to meet with you or whatever. So let me know if you can. I mean, if you can't, I should be there during my office hours anyway. But if you can let me know, that would be great. Speaking of letting me know, you could text me to let me know. So I have a phone number for you to call me at. It's a Google Voice number, so it attaches to all sorts of different phones. So you can call me at that number, and you can text me at that number and let me know what's going on, what you need help with. Be careful though, when you do text me, I'm teaching a lot of students, so let me know who you are and what class you're in, because there's nothing worse than somebody texting me, oh, I'm in trouble, and I have no idea who the student is at all. All right, I have a YouTube channel, which is here, so I'll bring it up. And I have I believe I'm over 1,200 videos at this point, so I have a lot of videos. But you're particularly interested in the Math 133 videos. So Math 133 lectures, that way you won't have to worry about it so much because they're going to show up in the homework. But the Math 133 online miscellaneous is kind of nice, and the calculator tutorials are kind of nice because especially if you're not comfortable with the calculator, you're not familiar with it, you can use it to help yourself. So there's some videos there, and I'll be posting more and more and more as the semester goes on. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll actually get the new videos. So that's something of interest and note. Now our course, I mentioned it before, is in Mymathlab. So let me sign out real quick just so you can see how I do this. So Mymathlab, if you go to mymathlab.com right here, it's going to give you this page. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. If you've been in this course before, you should be able to register as a student, and hypothetically speaking, you might not have to pay for the course again. So you can register your first time in, no matter whether you've been in this course or not. Your first time through, you're going to register as a student, and then once you have your username and password and all that set up, you're going to click on sign in. Now I have videos for how to get started with Mymathlab here and here, and I have registration instructions right here. So let me click on that real quick. Poof, there it is. So you can see the registration instructions. Now notice you can get in for 14 days for free. So there's no excuse. Everybody has to get in the first week, get started, get doing homework, etc. The Tuckey 59343 is your course ID. You're going to need that, and so on. So this instruction sheet will get you through how to get in and get registered. My videos are a little bit older, but they'll help you get in and get registered. But everybody, your first time into the course has to go to register as a student, and you're going to need that ID that was on this handout right here, my Mymathlab handout. So Tuckey 59343, you can get in for free if you can't afford it for the first couple weeks, but you will have to pay for it eventually. I think students that have had 133 before might not have to repay for it. You might have to talk to Mymathlab about it and see if they'll let you take it again for free. Often they will, but I had to do some kind of work on the background end of this course that might put a snag in there. So talk to Mymathlab folks and see if they'll let you in. But in the meantime, register and get started anyway, no matter what. All right, info and links page. I have a quick reference document and it's available. Let me get into MyMathLab. So once you register as a student, then you're going to have a sign-in. So you'll be able to sign in with your username and password. No, I will not tell you mine. I know you're interested. And I teach a bajillion courses, so don't pay any attention to this. You're going to have, one or two courses up here, and that's what you're interested in. I need this one right here. So 133 fall. So it should say 133.I1 fall 15 if you're in the fall 15 online course. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, and we'll talk about it more in other videos. The menu's changed a little bit from what it used to look like for those videos, but it's the same basic idea. So there's homework here, discussion boards here, your grade book is here, and so on. So let me go back to the main menu. If I click on homework, you can see, hey, there are the lecture videos, there's the homework, and so on. Right? And then, let me get the info and links page up. 1 second. All right, so now I've got it right here in your course. And you can see there's all sorts of information here, like my contact information, just like in the syllabus, the link to the syllabus, the link to the schedule of assignments, very important. So you know what's due when and all of that right here. We'll talk about that more a little bit later in this video. Your exam info, all that good stuff. It's all in here. So I have a lot of important links. Now notice a lot of these, it's best to just right click and try to open a new window for various reasons. Being nested inside Mymathlab like this, see how this page is kind of inside Mymathlab can make the links go a little wonky. So you're better off right clicking and opening in a new window for almost everything. All right, so let's go back. Oops. I gotta get the syllabus. 1 second. There it is. So there's Mymathlab over here. It has info and links. It has your discussion boards. It has your homework. It has everything. And I'll be posting announcements on the course homepage. So when you come in, you'll see announcements here, right there. And there'll be more and more announcements there. You can click on View All Announcements. You'll be able to see all the announcements I've made for the course. All that good stuff. All right. So then, back to here. So that's the info and links page. It's inside Mymathlab and it has lots of links to documents and videos. And then the schedule of assignments. I said we'd talk about it more and we are going to talk about it right now. There it is. Sorry. Okay, so the schedule of assignments has 2 tabs to it. It has the schedule in the left-hand tab, and then if I click on this, it has the assignments by type. So you can see all the different points that are allocated for everything. Okay, so on the schedule, it tells you week 1, which is hypothetically speaking when you're watching this video for the first time. You'll have to watch your syllabus videos, and then you'll have to do your homework and your week 1 discussion board. So all those things are in here. So your homework is here. Your syllabus videos will pop up in there in a minute. I don't have them ready yet because I'm obviously making them right this second. And then your discussion boards will be right here. Right now I only have the week 1 boards up. Once week 2 hits, there'll be more boards in there and it'll become a longer and longer list. So you have to scroll through and click on the discussion boards you want to post on. And you'll be posting at least 4 posts a week on those discussion boards. It's all in a later syllabus video and in the syllabus itself about the discussion boards. So all of this in yellow is due on 9/15. Then all of this will be due 9/22. So week number 2, and that's all in blue together. Then week number 3, and that's all in pink together, and so on. So every week there's something due. So you will have to keep up with this course because it goes at a pretty brisk clip. So pay very close attention to the schedule. I'll try to make a printable version that you guys can print out and link to that on the info and links page. So I'll put a printable schedule in there. All right, so let's go back to the syllabus. So that's a schedule of assignments. You're going to see your due dates in there and you must stick to it. Next, required materials. Well, you must buy a course pack. It's available in the bookstore. Mymathlab Student Access, if you haven't been in this course already, you're going to have to pay for access to the course. A TI 84 calculator is required. 83s are not going to cut it for this class. You're going to need an 84. 89s, 92s are no good. So what you can do if you don't want to spend money to buy a brand new calculator, although why wouldn't you, because they're very nice, but if you find some sales, Walmart, Meyer, they'll all have big start of the year sales, start of the school year sales right around Labor Day. But if you don't want to do it that way, you can also look into the pawn shops and disc traders here in Jackson, places like that that will buy and sell used calculators. So you can sometimes buy a used 84, and then if you keep it in good shape, they'll buy it back at the end of the semester. So you're basically renting it for the semester from the pawn shop or the disc traders. It's over near Kroger's in Jackson. So get a TI-84, you absolutely need it, and it needs to run the newest operating system, which there's more about that in another video elsewhere, but you absolutely have to have the newest operating system, and I have videos for how to deal with that right here under calculators and technology. How to check your calculators. OS stands for operating system, sort of like Windows is running on my computer right now. That's the operating system. So your calculator has a TI operating system and it needs to be the newest one. So this video shows how to check it. This video shows how to download the newest operating system and put it on your calculator if you want. This one shows how to upgrade your calculator, and this is a link to all the tutorials available on my YouTube channel for the calculator, which you can see there's a lot of them. So I can show you how to use anything on the TI-84, and these videos show you that. Anything you would need for our course, I should say. And obviously, especially since you're in an online class, you're going to need a computer with internet access. You're going to need also access to Excel. Google Spreadsheet can do some of what we need, so if you don't mind losing a few points because you can't make the graphs exactly like you'd like, Google Spreadsheet will work, but you need access to Excel otherwise. All right, now you do not need to buy a textbook. Now the reason you don't need to buy a textbook is it's actually available. If I click on chapter contents right here, let me just click on a section, 3.1 Multimedia e-text. You'll see the entire textbook is actually online for you. You can print off a page here and there if you need to, although you should not print off the whole book. That would be more expensive than actually buying the book. And I believe it breaks copyright law. I'm not sure about that. So, but you can see it's all in here. You can click on applets and it can open new things. It's all interactive. So you'd have to use your plugin, which I'm not going to bother with right this second. So you'd have to have your Java plugin working. You can go to any page you want. So I want page 225, enter. And it'll hop to page 225 and do whatever I need. I can zoom out, I can zoom in, I can print, I can highlight things. There we go, stuff like that. So you have access to an interactive textbook online. So you don't really need the physical book. If you want the physical book, then by all means rent it from the bookstore. You can probably find it used online somewhere. Knock yourself out. All right, now as for the course description, you're going to have to do statistics. And if you, quite frankly, knew what the chi-square analysis was, you probably wouldn't be in this course. So you're going to have to do hypothesis testing, confidence intervals, lots of probability, and descriptive statistics. Now, to be in this course, you should have a 2.0 in Math 033 or any 131 or higher course. So any course that's 131 or higher, you should have a 2.0 in it, or course placement by exam. So for example, if you place into this level of course, that's fine. So when you come to JC, if you take your course placement, it puts you in this course. That works. Math 039, however, 039 is not an acceptable prerequisite for Math 133. So if you are from 039, that is no good. You are not in the correct course. You need to take Math 139 or Math 131, but not Math 133. For the core course objectives and the associate degree outcomes, you're going to be doing a lot of statistics. And again, if you knew what all that was, you probably wouldn't be in the course. And this obviously is aiding us in our demonstrating computational skills and mathematical reasoning associate degree outcome. So if you want an associate's degree from Jackson College, you need to satisfy at this current moment associate degree outcomes. One of them is computational skills and one is problem solving, and this class is heavy on both of those.